Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This week's video is going to be a favorites video, so we're going to have a look at my October favorites. I decided I want to make favorites videos a monthly thing, so be prepared to see favorites videos pop up on my channel, hopefully, fingers crossed, every month. I really enjoy making these videos because I just really enjoy sharing the things I love with you guys. And yeah, we actually have quite a few monthly favorites on my list, so let's get right into this video. Okay, let's start with the category fashion. I've got 3 fashion favorites to show you. The first one being this stripy t-shirt from COS. It is a long sleeve t-shirt. It's made from 100% cotton. It's super nice to wear, super snuggly for those days where you just want to be comfortable. And I just think it looks very pretty and put together. I love the stripes. I'm really obsessed with stripes. And this one just ticks all the boxes. It's a cream and navy striped long sleeve t-shirt. I personally can't really tell that it's navy, only if I know that it's navy I can see it, because it's a really dark blue, which is actually kind of perfect for me, because if you combine it with navy clothes, you can kind of tell that this is not black, but you can equally just wear it with black and no one really notices that this is navy. Fit-wise, I think it's perfect. It is quite tight on the sleeves, but it is a little more roomy around your body. I have relatively slim arms, so I like when my casual clothes aren't too bulky and big on my arms. So that is something I really enjoy about the COS long sleeve t-shirts. My long sleeve is in a size extra small and it fits perfectly around my shoulders. I also tried it in the size small, but I didn't like how big it was around my shoulders. So for me, extra small is perfect. But if you want something roomier and a bit more flowing and, I don't know, extra comfortable, you might want to go for a size small. But that is up to you and your own preferences. I'm very happy with my sizing choice. And this piece is actually also super affordable. I'm gonna try to link it down below. I'm gonna try to link everything down below as usual. So if you want to check anything out, you can. But I think, I can't quite remember. Was it €30 or less? I'm not sure. I think it was very affordable, and I'm gonna leave the price on the screen here because I just can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, it is an amazing piece. It's an amazing wardrobe staple. I'm so glad I picked it up, and I'm very tempted to get more of these long sleeve t-shirts just because they are so comfortable, so cheap, and they still feel like really nice quality. So I'm very happy with this piece, and I especially loved wearing it with my next fashion favorite, which, if you have seen my last video, is of course my new Lily silk skirt. In my last video, I styled the skirt in 3 different ways, and I did talk quite a lot about it and its features, but the most important thing is it's made from wool. It is a midi skirt, so it's quite long. It has this beautiful pleating detail which is woven into the skirt, so it should always keep its pleats, I think. It has an elasticated waistband, which makes it just the most comfortable piece of clothing to wear. I got this in a size small because I wanted to be able to tuck bigger jumpers, like bulkier jumpers, into it, so I sized up. The waistband is nice and tight, but if you need the room, it stretches out very comfortably. It is machine washable, another plus. Not sure if I'm going to do it, maybe I'm just going to wash it by hand, but it is machine washable for all of you who are worrying about something like that when it comes to woolen items. And price-wise, it actually was also quite affordable, not as the COS t-shirt obviously, but it is such a nice quality piece, and I would have probably paid even more for it. It was €150, but I did have, I think, 20% discount on it. So it came to about €120, which, I mean, it's such a nice skirt to have. They also do it in a brown shade, which I'm so tempted to buy. I think I'm probably going to do it just because I have loved this skirt ever since I got it in the mail. The length is very nice on me. If you're more of a petite girl like I am, I'm 1.60 meters, this skirt is going to be quite long on you for it being a midi skirt, but I think it's actually quite flattering on my height. It's a tiny bit itchy, which I don't really mind because I wear it with tights, and if you wear it with tights, it's totally fine. But if that's something you're sensitive to, maybe don't get the skirt. But if you wear something underneath, it's totally fine. And yeah, what can I say? I just really enjoyed styling it up this month and pairing it with all of my other clothing items. It just fits perfectly into my wardrobe, which I'm so happy about. This was definitely a skirt that was missing from my wardrobe, and it's perfect for winter, autumn time because it just keeps you very nice and snugly. So super happy that I picked this up. And my last fashion favorite is a pair of earrings. All of you who watch my videos regularly will know these earrings. This is a pair of sky earrings. They have these wonderful little pearls all around it. They do have a few crystals, which I'm not really too keen on, but they are so small you can't really notice. And they are gold plated. I only buy gold jewelry because I just really like it on my complexion, and these ones are so beautiful. They're so elegant and actually quite a statement for my taste in jewelry, but they just have something about them which I really like. They were a gift from the brand Sky, and I'm so glad they sent this to me because I personally didn't pick them. They picked them for me and just sent them as a surprise, and it was like the best thing I ever unboxed because they are just so gorgeous. I've worn these quite a lot and they still look brand new, so I'm really happy with the wear and tear on them. I actually think I received them maybe a year ago, like 10 months, and I've been wearing them quite a lot. So I think they're holding up really great. They are probably my favorite earring in my earring collection right now. So super glad that I have them. Next up, let's talk about beauty. I've got two beauty favorites, one of which is this one. This is the Nude Sticks Blush Tint SPF 30. It's in the color Sunkissed, and to be honest, I didn't think this was gonna end up in a favorites video of mine, but this product surprised me. I've never owned a blush before, so this is the first one, and I was a bit skeptical because I like very minimal makeup and I just wasn't sure if I would use this on a regular everyday basis. But this product surprised me because I do. I use it almost every day, and I think it just gives my face the most beautiful, fresh, healthy color and glow. I'm definitely no expert when it comes to makeup and how to apply it, but I felt this was very easy to put on my face. You can sheer it out quite a lot, and it's just like this little tint on your cheeks, and I also like to put it on my nose. It just looks healthy without you looking like you have a lot of makeup on, and I really love that about it. I think you can also build it up quite well, which I don't do. I really stick to the more natural finish, and I think you can also use it on your lips, which I've done like once or twice, but it was my favorite thing to do because it did feel a little bit drying on my lips. So I'm not doing that, but you could. And the color in itself is super pretty. I have more of a yellow olivey complexion, so I don't really like pink shades on my skin. They just feel a bit too cool toned. And this one is just, yeah, it just looks sun-kissed. It just looks like a little bronzed. It still looks very healthy. It's just very natural, which I really love. So I very much enjoy this product, and it definitely caught me by surprise, but here I am and I'm loving it. So definitely had to put this in my favorites video. And the next product is one that was my last favorites video. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze Gel. It's a brow gel and I am obsessed with it. This is going to be a product I'm going to repurchase till the rest of my life. It is so good. Especially in my last favorites video, I did say that it lumps up a little bit when it comes in contact with water. Now that it's cool outside and I'm not sweating like crazy, this lumping effect just totally went away. I have no problems with it whatsoever, which is something I said in my last video. I think it's just because it was so hot, but now it is the most gorgeous product. I love it. I use it daily. It just makes my eyebrows look so tamed and so taken care of and cared for. And I'm so obsessed with how my eyebrows look at the moment. You definitely don't need a lot of this product. In the beginning, I always had quite a lot of product on my wand, but now I just know how much I need and I just get rid of all of the excess, and it's really not a lot. So I think this is gonna last me quite a while actually. It's also very easy to remove. I feel like whenever I take a shower and just rub with my fingers over it, it's almost gone. So that's really nice. But yeah, this really, for me personally, makes such a big change in my makeup routine for the better. I never used to do anything with my eyebrows. They are quite thick and dark, and this makes them like 10 times better, and I'm so happy and so glad that I picked this up. It's not cheap. The blush is also not cheap. So these are products that I do need to think about if I purchase them or not, but I'm so glad I picked these up, and yeah, really obsessed with this. Next up, let's talk about books. I've got 3 book favorites. One of them is a cookbook, one of them is just like a fantasy book, and one of them is more like an educational book. So I kind of had the best of all worlds in my little reading stack this month. Let's start with the fantasy book, and this is a book I picked up actually 3 months ago. I never came around to reading it, but this month I was like, yes, it looks like the perfect book to read in October. The book is called The House at the Edge of Nothing, and it's written by Amy Sparks. It has the most beautiful illustrated cover, and the gold foiling on the writing is just something I really love. I love it when there's gold foiling on my book covers. It's quite a thin book, I would say. It has 228 pages, so you can read through this quite quickly, and the writing is also quite big. I'm quickly going to read a little bit of what it says on the back. This book is about a witch's curse, a hidden treasure, a wizard, and fluffy slippers. 9 is an orphan pickpocket with nothing to her name, but when she plucks a beautiful ornament from someone's purse, she's sure her luck is about to change. Instead, her treasure grows into an enormous house full of magic, mystery, and ridiculous residents. But this enchanted place is under a terrible curse that only 9 can break, and she might be willing to help for something in return. This book is so fun to read. I would say it's probably more like a children's to teenagers book, but it's just so hilarious. The house is just very special, and as it says on the back, the residents are also quite ridiculous. It's just really fun, and it's unlike anything I've ever read, so super glad I picked this up. The second book is this one. This is called Gut. I have the German version of this, which is then called Darm mit Charme. It's by Julia Enders, and this is a book all about gut health, and it was so interesting to read. I'm actually quite interested in everything that has to do with food, gut health. I mean, gut health is a really big topic at the moment. Everyone seems to really enjoy reading up on it, and I do too. And this was very interesting. It was very easy to understand and to grasp. Sometimes with these kinds of literatures, I feel like it's a bit tricky to understand what people are talking about. That makes me sound a little bit dumb. But no, it's just very easily written and very nicely explained. And it just had a lot of great information in it. The only thing I would say about it, I would have loved to have some more examples on how to heal my gut. It does touch on it, and you will find some obvious things in this book, like eating healthily, not eating too much sugar, fast food, etc. But there was still a lot of knowledge in how your gut works and how important it is for your mental health as well, and a lot of things actually. And that was very, very interesting. So I really enjoyed this book, and I'm definitely going to reread it because I feel like I didn't pick up all the information in my first go. And it's filled with a lot of great things that I want to keep in my brain up here. It did really help explain and introduce the gut as an organ to me, and now I know a lot more about it, so really do recommend this book. And my third book favorite is this cookbook by Deliciously Ella. It's the plant-based cookbook, 100 simple vegan recipes to make every day delicious. First of all, I think the cover looks so nice. It kind of reminds me of Greece. It's just the blue and light colours, isn't it? But it's so nicely designed. I really, really appreciate that. There's also really beautiful photography inside the book. I just really love when cookbooks have beautiful pictures showcasing the meals. I feel like it really does make a difference, and this one has very beautiful photography. I have tried a couple of recipes which I really liked. I tried, which one was it? I tried the Sri Lankan curry, which was absolutely delicious. And I also tried the sweet potato and courgette stew, also very nice. The book is actually quite nicely laid out. So you have kind of breakfast in the beginning, and then you have a section for salads, which has cold salads as well as warm salads. Then you have a section for falafel, burgers and dips. So great. I love falafel, and there are a few recipes I definitely want to give a go. Then you have warm soup, stews, curries and more. And you've got some sweet treats. And the last thing is actually quite an interesting chapter because it's more for gatherings and supper clubs. So it kind of has whole meals you could try and make. It's just a very nice layout. So I do really recommend this book, even if you're not vegan. I'm not a vegan, I'm a vegetarian, and pescatarian actually. I sometimes eat fish. So yeah, even if you're not vegan, this has some great finds in it, and I'm very happy with it. Next up, let's talk about entertainment favorites. I have two YouTubers that I really enjoyed watching this month. The first one being Victoria McGrath. She used to be in the Fro. I've watched her videos for, I don't know, 6-7 years, a long time. I just think she puts out such great videos. Her recent videos were all about the fashion weeks, and I don't know, I just love watching her content. She's so positive, she's so inspiring, and I just really believe her. For example, I've bought countless things that Victoria talked about in her videos, and all of them have been amazing. I've got my Strathberry bag because she said she loved the brand. I have a room diffuser, which I love, and she recommended. I got to know Lily Silk because of her, and it's just so many things, and I think she does such great work on this platform, on every platform actually. She has an amazing Instagram channel and a really great TikTok channel as well, and a blog. It's just very inspiring for me, especially because that is something I aspire to be, a person that puts out great content about fashion, beauty and lifestyle on YouTube. I don't know, I just really enjoy her videos, and I think she's doing an amazing job. And the second YouTuber I really love watching is Elina Davison. I recently really got into her videos, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and I've watched so many of them. I actually feel a bit embarrassed on how many videos I've watched from her, but she's such a nice personality as well. She feels so real and so honest and still positive and funny, and I don't know, I just really enjoy her content. Again, she's doing fashion, lifestyle, beauty content on YouTube, and she's just so entertaining, and I really appreciate that. So yes, these two were like my biggest YouTube favorites this month. And I've got one series on my favorites list. It's actually a series I haven't watched fully because they release an episode every Thursday, I think. And that is Agatha All Along. I love witches. Ever since I was a little child, I've loved witches. I've loved Harry Potter. I've listened to like witch CDs. I actually got a book recently that I used to have as a CD as a kid, and it had all the stories from that CD in it. And I'm so obsessed with it. I'm so happy, but that is actually another topic. This wasn't supposed to be part of this video. Back to the series. Agatha All Along. I'm not a Marvel watcher. I don't really like this whole superhero Marvel universe stuff, so I don't know anything about it, but I really enjoy the series. It's so creepy, spooky, and also funny and sassy, and I love all of the characters. It's basically about a witch. I think she's more of a bad witch who wants to get her powers back, and she puts together a coven of witches, and they walk the Witches' Road, which is basically just a road where the witches have to face trials, and if they master them at the end of the road, they will be granted their wish, I guess. And there's spooky, creepy creatures who hunt the witches, and there's also like problems inside the coven, and yeah, it's just very enjoyable. So definitely recommend this series if you're into fantasy and witchcraft. And for my last category, I have 2 more favorites. It's homeware, I guess. First one being, I bought myself a set of pots. Mind blowing, I know, wow. But hear me out. I have had basically IKEA pots for the past 2 years, and they were so bad. So when one of them actually broke, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago, I was like, no, I need more pots. I had 3 and one of them broke, so I had 2 pots, and that was just a nightmare. I do like to cook a lot, and just having 2 pots was just not enough. So I was like, yes, I'm gonna need to buy a set of pots and pans. So I went out and ordered some from Amazon. They are from the brand WMF. I'm not sure if this is just a German thing or if you can buy them all around the world, but I really like them. I have had 1 pot from them and it was great. So I thought, okay, let's order some more. I actually just wanted to order 1 or 2, but they had such a great deal on a set of 5 pots in different sizes that I was like, you know what? This is gonna be something I will have for years and years and years. And it's just something I need on a daily basis because I am cooking daily. So I treated myself to the set of pots and I couldn't be happier. They are really, really great. They are actually not that expensive if you break it down. I think I paid €120 for the set and it has 5 pots. So each pot costs like 25 roundabout, which is a really good price for the quality you're getting, I think. And I've been loving them. I've been cooking so much and it is just so nice to have different sized pots, to have like a really big one. That was something I was very much missing. A very big pot that you can make soups and stews, and just sometimes I like to batch cook and to make bigger portions, and this pot is just perfect for it. And the quality is just so much better than the IKEA pots I had. And my last homeware favorite is this book. This is the Ralph Lauren coffee book and it's so beautiful. It's not only stunning having this lying in your like flat or in your house. I usually have it under this lamp, but it's just such a beautiful book in general. Going through the pages, having a look at them. I'm really obsessed with the photography and it's such a nice book to get some inspiration. I do really like the homeware shots that are in this book. It also has a little bit of text so you can read up on the brand, and it's just such a nicely done book. So if you are looking for a coffee table book, I highly, highly recommend this one if you like Ralph Lauren. If that's the case, definitely have a look at this book. Okay guys, so this was my video. These were all of my October favorites. I really hope you enjoyed it. I am very much looking forward to doing these videos every month now. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of my content. I hope you're going to have a lovely week. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!